when you were considering your free agency opportunities, what made Toronto and the Raptors something that you had, that you ended up choosing?
I played against Toronto a lot, being in Washington, D.C. Love the city. My wife is from here. It just made sense.
How hard was it to leave Golden State?
Given
the timing.
I know, right? Perfect timing. It was tough, obviously winning a championship there, and I think a lot of guys were expecting everybody to be back to run again. So it was a tough decision, but I'm locked in with those guys for life. We had an unbelievable year, and this is a new opportunity for me to come to Toronto and have aspirations to win a championship here.
There are some guys on this team, obviously, that have a championship as well, but still a relatively young group. What did you take from your experience, not only in the finals, but obviously the run leading up to the championship, that you can pass on to some of those younger guys here over the next season plus?
I've been in the league for so long, and going to a team that have vets and a mixture of young guys, you've seen what it took, to put it all together, and I think that I learned a lot from being in Golden State that I can bring to this team, especially with the younger guys. You have some young guys that grew up here and won a championship, so just to bring some more veterans, leadership qualities to the team to, continue to piece it together and continue to pretty much just work together and try to get to that level again.
The way, the style the Raptors play, where everybody's 6'7", 6'9", and switches everything, plays point guard and center, how much did that factor into your decision to come here?
It factored a lot because of so diverse and so many different types of players that we have here. It makes it that much fun. Playing against a whole lineup with 6'7" to 7 feet, that's hard to play against. And I think with this team, we're capable of going very far in playoff. I think this team is definitely ready to get back to the finals.
It doesn't have a great amount of three-point shooting, and you're a very accomplished three-point shooter. Is that something you got to bring right off the bat to this team?
Absolutely. It's key to today's NBA is spacing the floor. And I was able to do that in Golden State, help space the floor for guys to penetrate and to get to the rim. And hopefully I can bring that here where, Van Fleet can get down here more, Pascal can have more room to operate, Scotty have more room to operate, and to bring defensive pressure on the ball, pretty much switch 1 through 5. And that's huge.
You've been in the league a minute or two. Do you have any existing relationships here?
Just from playing against the guys, you kind of have a brotherhood here in the NBA. And Thaddeus Young, I played with him in Chicago for a year. Vet also. And you need vets in this league. You need vets to pass down that knowledge. Guys who've been there and done it. To keep the team together when things get tough.
What did you learn about that journey to the finals? Because you've been to the semis before?
I went to the semis before the finals, yeah.
2 or 3 times. So what did you learn about that whole journey? Like, what did you learn this time going all the way through?
It's a lot of ups and downs, the whole journey. And I think the journey is what makes it very, very special. It's how you get there. Last year with COVID, having guys in and guys out, it was just interesting to see, how, guys being out helps the next guy, come in and step up and play a role in trying to get a championship, because everybody matters, all the way down to the practice guys, all the way down to the last person on the bench, everybody matters.
Obviously, before last year, you had a few years where you were more injured than you would have liked. What did this past season teach you about what it takes to maintain your health and be at your peak ability now?
Yeah, for myself personally, it just showed that, you know, I can't get back to that level. I can't play at a high level. And, you know, you just see all the hard work paid off in the off season, getting your body ready. Because like I said, it's a lot of ups and downs. You know, it's a long season, especially when you get to the playoffs, and it's about who's the healthiest, you know, when it comes to being at the end of the year, you know. And injury do play a part in playing basketball. It's just, that's something that happens. But when you have guys that step up when somebody goes down, that's what it's about.
Is there anything you were able to do, or the Warriors were able to do in conjunction with you, that you feel really helped you maintain that health throughout the season?
Yeah, everywhere I've been is different. But I think definitely coming in early and prepping my body ready for the long season really helped.
Did you get a kind of scouting report from Rick Celebrini on Alex McKechnie?
Oh, for sure. That's their mentor. So I've heard a lot about Alex, and I'm looking forward to meeting him and working with him.
And did Rick have an impact on your past season? Like, did he
Absolutely.
have protocols that you hadn't really been exposed to or followed before?
Absolutely. And just working with him and the rest of the Golden State training staff, I mean, it really helped me out personally, helped my body out, and we're able to win a championship because of it.
Bit of a two-parter. Can you talk a bit about what you learned most playing under Steve Kerr, and then sort of what you expect playing under Nick Nurse?
What I've learned playing under Steve Kerr, because the system that they play is, you know, predicated with Steph being at the head of the snake and playing with guys that are very unselfish and move the ball and play the right way. With Steve Kerr, it was more of just giving you guys confidence. And I think with Coach Nick Nurse, he does it already. You know, been Coach of the Year, won a championship here. And the system here is similar. You know, the ball moves. You know, they play fast plays, they're young. And it seems like, you know, everybody loves to play with each other. And that's a good sign. And here is a great organization. And, you know, I can't wait to get started.
Otto, the general view of the Raptors right now might be that they're still a team on the rise, that there's still more room to grow. What makes you think that this is a team that's like ready to go really deep in the playoffs right now?
I mean, because a lot of the guys here came up underneath Toronto, you know, underneath the city's eyes. You know, they started out here being young, and this core grew up together. And, you know, and the older guys won the championship here. They've been there and they've done it. So, you know, now it's getting all the younger guys and getting all the pieces that they need to be successful again.
What have you made of Scotty Farms as a talent through his first season?
Rookie of the Year. I mean, it speaks for itself. His size, his athleticism, to be young and have a lot of knowledge about the game, you know, he's raw. You know, he's going to be good for years to come. And Toronto is very happy to have him. You know, future All-Star, I see. You know, he's only going to continue to get better.
You saw this team under Kyle, and now you've seen it under Fred.
Mm-hmm.
Does it change much?
I mean, two different point guards, two different styles. I mean, I think this Van Fleet's a great player. Plays within himself, plays within the system. You know, and he got the ball rolling. You know, he's learned underneath Kyle. You know, Kyle being a veteran guy. You know, he's learned a lot from him, and it shows.
Do you remember when, in your career, you stopped kind of viewing yourself as a younger player in the league and started looking at yourself as a vet? And what was that process like, kind of going through that yourself and taking that next level?
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of vets. My rookie years, second year. Even then, they would call me old, you know, because I have like an old soul. But, you know, you just learn a lot, and you just try to help the next guy. At least for me, you know, the older guys did that for me, and I now want to do that for the younger NBA player that's coming into this league. You know, this is a players' league. You know, we have to take care of it.
Was that Washington era frustrating? The team didn't ever seem to be as good as it could have been. You know what I mean? Like, what did that teach you about the game and the NBA?
I mean, just things happen. I mean, you can't control that. You can't control that at all. You know, injuries happen, things happen, and you know, you can't regret anything. You know, you just kind of got to move forward and try to hope for the best with a new opportunity.
How did the process come together with you in Toronto? What was their communication like with you? Did you have a bunch of different offers you were mulling over?
Yeah, I had some offers, other offers. But this was definitely a place that I wanted to go to. You know, my wife is from here. It's just a lot easier for the family. Great organization, great team, young team that's, you know, has aspirations to get back to the top. And winning the championship last year in Golden State, I feel like I can bring that experience here to help the younger guys out. Being with Thad again, I know he's been there, done it. With his leadership and his vet, you know, to continue to give guidance to the younger guys.
What did she tell you about the city, your wife?
I've been here actually in the summertime, so I know a lot about the city. So I know about the people and, you know, the winners, and I know a lot.
What does this summer look like for you? Are you spending a lot of time in Toronto? Are you traveling? Are you working out in certain locations? Or what does your summer plans look like?
I mean, won a championship like 2 weeks ago, maybe. Still trying to figure it out. Starting to get back into the groove of things, starting to get back to working out. You know, still working out the details.
And what was that, I guess, post-championship high like? You know, the parade, everything. You know, can you just say some of your favorite moments from that?
I mean, definitely winning the championship in Boston that night was everything I ever thought it would be. You know, dreaming to be an NBA player as a kid. The championship parade was unreal. And then I think the biggest thing is, I think everywhere I go, people know my face now, you know what I'm saying? So it's pretty crazy, but you know, it was a fun year, and now I'm looking for a new opportunity here in Toronto to get back to that championship.
Was your wife celebrating the championship here when the Raptors won?
That's a great question. I have no idea. Great question. She probably was.